Hey, welcome, it's Cassie. I'm going to show you today how to make some fake fortune cookies. And they are so easy, you're not going to believe how simple it is. So, as usual, we'll start out with some clay. I'm going to use Modelite here. You can use Model Magic or anything similar, foam clay. We're going to make 3 different ones in this video, so I have quite a big chunk here. If you just wanted to make one, then obviously you would use a smaller piece than this. I just want to make sure that I have enough. And just condition your clay. And then we're going to add some paint to this. So the first thing we're going to use is Territorial Beige, and then Pale Daffodil. And I'm putting about equal parts of these into the clay. And again, if you're using a smaller amount of clay, just do like a couple of drops of each one. You can always add more if you need to. And then just work the paint into the clay until it's not streaky anymore. Everything looks like one nice even color. Okay, so this is about what it should look like. Just a nice light tan with a little yellow tinge to it. So I'm gonna actually take off like 1/3 of this to make my first fortune cookie, and I'm gonna put the other piece in my container so it doesn't dry out. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll this into a ball and try to get some of those lines out so it's more smooth. And then I'm gonna just place it on my wax paper here. And I'm gonna roll it out just a little bit, and then we're gonna use some popsicle sticks to make sure we get the right thickness. So this is a pretty good thickness. You could even go a little bit thinner than this if you wanted to, but this just seems like a good gauge. So I'm going to put my popsicle sticks to the sides. I'm going to use my rolling pin, and I'm just going to roll it until the whole thing is even with the popsicle sticks. Okay, so if you have circle cookie cutters, you could use those. I'm going to use this glass. So we're going to need a circle that's about 3 inches across. So this cup is right about there. So I'm going to use this as my cutter. So I'm just going to cut out a circle. And now I'm just going to go around the edge and I'm just going to press in any little rough edges and make sure that like this side got a little bit thicker from when I was cutting it. So I'm just going to press that down so that it's more even with what the other side is. So I'm going to fold this in half and just touch the top. So it's going to be kind of like a taco. We don't want to close that up completely on the sides. So I'm just pressing that together. Then I'm going to take my glass and I'm going to put it, the rim of the glass, right in the center of the fortune cookie. And then I'm just going to pull it down. Now, once you take it off of there, be careful not to press it inward too much, because then this part will get stuck together and it won't look realistic, you know. There's the fortune cookie shape. Now we're going to go in and do some shading around the edge. So you should have like little openings still on the ends. So I'm going to mix up a color to shade this with. And some fortune cookies are just kind of this color, but I like for it to have a little bit of brown around the edge. So I'm just going to put one dot of each color. So I'm doing territorial beige, and then harvest orange, and then yellow. I'm just going to mix those around. And now I'm taking all the excess out of my brush because I want to just be able to have a pretty dry brush and just go around the edge lightly. So I'm just going to lightly brush just right on these edges here. Okay, so for the next one, I was thinking that we could do one with a fortune sticking out of it because I think that would be really cute for display. So I made up some printable little fortune message slips that you can print out and cut out if you want. I made them in pink and in black. So I'm just gonna get one of these ready. So I'm using a pink one for this, and it says, if you eat enough fortune cookies, anything is possible. So I think that'll be cute for my display one. So we're gonna do the same process. Okay, so the only difference with this one is we're gonna put our fortune in before we close it up. Okay, so you'll wanna fold this up and attach the top part like we did the first time. And then we're just gonna put a little hot glue and put this right here where it can stick out. So I'm just gonna put a little dot right there and then stick my fortune on. And then we'll do the same thing with the glass and just fold it over. And then we just need to shade it. And then I thought we'd do one that is dipped in chocolate and sprinkled. So I'm going to mix up a little Caulk mixture for the chocolate. So you just want some Caulk, and then I'm going to use melted chocolate. You could also use burnt umber if you wanted a little bit darker chocolate, or you could use white chocolate color, which would be like antique white. And then I'm going to use some gloss Mod Podge, and that's just going to thin it out a little bit and give it a little bit of shine. Now, if your container is big enough, you can just dip your fortune cookie right in there. This container is not big enough to do that, so I'm going to have to do something different. But I'm going to use these sprinkles. I made these little patriotic sprinkles. And if you want to learn how to make this type of sprinkles, check out my DIY fake sprinkles video. So I'm just gonna, I've seen these, I've seen fortune cookies dipped different ways. So like some people will dip like this whole back part and just leave this part blank. And then some people do like just one end. Some people will dip the whole thing. I'm just gonna do like half of it here. I think that is the look I like the best. So I'm just gonna kind of put this on with my popsicle stick since I don't have a big enough container to dip it. Okay, now I'm just going to put my sprinkles on. I thought these little patriotic ones would be cute since Memorial Day is coming up pretty soon. Thought they would be fun. And this fortune cookie idea was actually a viewer's idea. And so if you have any things that you want to see how to make, just let me know in the comments or over on my community tab. I'm always asking questions, what you guys want to see and things like that. So there's a little chocolate dipped one with sprinkles. And there are your fortune cookies. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is like such a super, super simple cookie to make. So I hope you have fun making them, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.